for the 6th time on the channel. It is the biggest week on the channel. It is the 2024 Richard Hollywood Stapleton Shootout, the event every year in memorial of my dad, and this is the biggest year yet. The 6th annual edition, and we have 60 cars vying for 30 spots in A main, 5 heat races, the D main, C main, B main, Power Dash, and the A main, all this week and all in the next 3 days. It is the heat races though here tonight, and we will go heat racing for 5 heats and for 20 laps each here for the 2024 Richard Hollywood Stapleton Shootout. What's up everyone, it's the boy NS Racing 97, aka Nathan Stapleton, and welcome to quite possibly one of the favorite weeks of the year that I get to do. It is Richard Hollywood Stapleton week, Shootout week, and it is time for Oswego Dirt. We saw the East Series race on Monday night, we saw the ARCA race last night, and now it's time for these 60 drivers that we will meet all night long to try and lock themselves into the A main the easy way. But for a lot of these guys, they'll have to go into one of the either B, C, or D mains and go alphabet super racing and try and get in the hard way. I'm not alone. For this one, I'm joined by Caleb Bowles up here in the booth. And Caleb, welcome to Oswego Dirt.
Yeah, really looking forward to this race. Happy to be here. It's going to be a lot of fun. But yeah, like you mentioned, we got 60 cars here battling for just 30 spots. So we're pretty much just going to cut the field in half. And that's quite a lot of the field to cut off. So I know tensions are going to be really high going into this weekend. And the heat races are definitely going to be very important, because although we have a bunch more races after this is pretty much going to be the foundation for the rest of the week and how these guys will fare as they try to make their way towards the A main. Of course, we'll find out. A couple drivers who will make the A main here tonight, and I'm sure these guys are definitely going to be pushing to try and go ahead and lock themselves into the A main early, prevent themselves from having to kind of dig themselves into a hole here early on.
Oh yeah, without a doubt, you mentioned about trying not to dig themselves in a hole early on, and unfortunately, some drivers will be in that scenario, because the way that the format will work out here tonight, we have 5 heat races, 20 laps each, very simple, 12 cars in each heat, and top 5, if you finish first, second, third, fourth, and fifth, look good, you're locked into the A main. If you get first or second, you go into the Power Dash, and you will have a guaranteed top 10 starting position in the A main. 6th, 7th, and 8th will go to the B main, 9th and 10th go to the C main, and then 11th through 12th go into the D main, and that's not really one to go, because if going to the D main, we're gonna have to go from the D, C, B, and then eventually to the A. Last year, Stephen Clone almost made it into the A after bringing in from the C to the B, but it was brought out late, so it can happen, but you definitely don't want to put yourself into that position. Here are the 12 drivers here in heat race number 1. We have the number 88 of Jordan Stout, and alongside him is the number 71 of Austin Scott, the number 60 of Joe Rutkowski, the number 5 of Justin Zajdel, the number 11 of Jack Haas, who's been red hot the first 2 nights so far in this week in the ARCA and East Series. We got Reggie Fogleman in the 19, the 47, that is Duncan Ward, making his first start on the channel. The number 02 is Parrish. The number 25 is Matt Tuck. The number 64 is Gabe Willard. And then I have the 12 drivers here in heat number 1 is Nathan Buchanan. And the number 41 of Zachary Fitzwater. So a lot of good names here in heat number 1, and definitely some newcomers as well. And let's go ahead and get these drivers rolling off for heat race number 1. It's going to be a wild one, but who do you think will win heat race number 1?
I think, don't really know what to expect here for this first heat. After we really get this one going, we'll really kind of start to maybe see some trends, but I think I'm going to go with the number 60 of Joe Rutkowski to get this thing done. Has a decent starting position there in the third position. And if he can kind of just stay with our top two, if they maybe get a decent jump, I think that Rutkowski could potentially get himself in a good spot to at least lock himself into the A main. But I think he might go a little bit further than that here tonight.
Not a bad pit. Rutkowski second in the JBL Cup Series Championship. We'll see what he can do. Top 5 advance the easy way. And we have green flag racing for Heat Race night here at Oswego Dirt for the 2024 Richard Hollywood Stapleton Shootout. 3 high already. Rutkowski already going for it. Here comes the 71 of Austin Scott. Here comes Jack Haas. And last night in the ARCA East race, we did 107. We have kicked up the strength. It is 109 here tonight. We can do it. And oh my goodness, Nathan Buchanan just body slammed Duncan Ward.
There's the Buchanan striking already here on lap number 2 as he door slams 27 to Duncan Ward right there. But luckily they both keep it straight. And man, they're going absolutely crazy back here. Still got 3 wide, and we could potentially even see a battle for the lead heating up between Joe Rutkowski and the 71 of Austin Scott. He's trying to peek to the inside. He's going to get to the inside through turns 3 and 4. We're going to go side by side for the lead here coming to lap number 4. But the field's still kind of tightly packed together, so definitely want to watch out for everything. And we're 3 wide here for third.
Matt Tuck making it 3 wide, a rare appearance for that number 25 driver. How about Rutkowski whipping the cushion, trying to get a 1. And that's what Jordan Stout just did in the number 88 machine. And Matt Tuck went into that extreme low side. Rutkowski still going for the waist sleeve. There's still 3 wide for third. And right now, all 5 of these guys that up front will be in. But here comes Justin Zajdel trying to get his way into the top 5 and make it in the easy way. Rutkowski trying to get the race win. Of course, for the power dash, the heat winners will start on the inside, and the second place finisher will start on the outside. So that could be also a little bit significant going into the A main. And they have single file out a little bit side by side for the transfer spot.
Well, things getting kind of heated towards the transfer spot as right now the 11 of Jack Haas holds it right now, but he's got a bunch of cars right behind him. You got Duncan Ward, you got the 64 of Gabe Willard, and a bunch of other cars behind them, maybe almost going 3 wide there. 11 just kind of needs to run it steady right now and not make a mistake, and kind of just let these guys battle out as Nathan Buchanan sends it 3 wide on the bottom behind these guys. Yeah, these guys are going absolutely crazy right now, but here comes Duncan Ward trying to get up into the position, trying to put himself in a position to get into the A main.
Right when the 47 got side by side with the 11, they about let 3 wide behind them. Fantastic racing all throughout the field already, and we're not halfway through heat number 1. Jack Haas whipping the top side, battle for the race lead. Rutkowski to the inside of Austin Scott, and we got a battle for the transfer spot. Buchanan up to the 6th position. Haas barely in, but Buchanan, Fitzy is and Willard are all chasing them down.
Boy, these guys are going absolutely crazy back here still. Joe Rutkowski, good job there to take the race lead away. And I mean, every spot here could definitely be important because that's one greater cushion to that transfer spot. So Rutkowski definitely doing a good job. In fact, I'd say these top 4 are doing a pretty good job at managing their stuff right now. And yeah, back here, they're still just absolutely going at it. If they want to have a chance to try and make this thing, they probably need to try and file it down and get a little bit orderly so they can all kind of collectively go at the 11 of Haas. But because fighting each other is definitely not going to help their case.
No.
But back up front, they're not helping their case either as the 88 of Jordan Stout makes a bit of contact there with the 71 of Austin Scott. Aggressive racing all throughout the field here so far here in Heat 1.
We saw this last year, and looks like we might see it again. These heat races are going to be ultra chaotic. Oh man, Matt Tuck with a 1 on the outside lane whipping the cushion, and this is the third night in a row that we've raced at this racetrack, so maybe the track's been out a little bit, but this is the battle for the transfer spot right now between Matt Tuck, who is in, Jack Haas, who has the last spot, and then of course Nathan Buchanan is trying to move his way into the top 5, side by side for second between Jordan Stout and Austin Scott, but that's not going to be the case. A little bit of 3 wide in the back, and at the line it's only going to be 5 laps to go in heat race number 1. Tuck goes wide, Scott
goes a bit wide there. Oh, 11, Jack Haas went a little bit wide there as well. Buchanan kind of running the middle line, trying to maybe force a mistake out of these two, kind of just riding in behind right now. And he's on once again, and they're side by side for the 5th position. Ken Buchanan hanging on the inside. He's going to try to send it in through 1 and 2. Jack Haas trying to roll the outside. He had to check up there just a little bit. Buchanan sending it in on the inside once again, and they're going to stay side by side. They make a bit of contact.
Nathan Buchanan really wants that 5th and final transfer spot. Meanwhile, up front, Jordan Stout has gone past Austin Scott. That is important, because now Jordan Stout is going to be the second car of Heat 1 to make it into the dash. But we're going to keep it on the battle for the transfer spot. 2 laps to go. And Buchanan still has a shot. Jordan Stout trying to take the race lead away from Rutkowski. Those two know each other really well from the JBL Cup Series. Stout gonna try and get a shot right to the back bumper. Here we go. White flag is out. Final lap of heat number 1.
Rutkowski slid up a little bit there off of turn number 4. He just needs to keep it smooth sailing though. And he's got the win. Meanwhile, back here, looks like Haas has pulled away a little bit, but Rutkowski goes wide once again.
Side by side, it's going to be close, but only by a car length barely. Rutkowski will win heat number 1, and Jordan Stout will join him in the Power Dash. And then the other 3 drivers that are locked in to the A main will be Austin Scott, Matt Tuck, and the number 11 of Jack Haas. Nathan Buchanan barely misses out. The top 5 is going to go to the B main, and then Duncan Ward and Will Parrish will all go to go into the B main, and then Reggie Fogleman and Justin Zajdel in the C main, and then oh my goodness, Zachary Fitzwater is going to be forced to be in the D main along with Gabe Willard. That is huge early on here in this one.
Definitely. That's just more races that all those guys back there have to get through. Definitely some interesting developments here in just the first heat, but definitely an exciting one here from the Oswego Speedway. Definitely an interesting race, and yeah, Jack Haas definitely had to earn that spot there in the top 5. Nathan Buchanan gave it his all, but Jack Haas, just great defense, was able to hold him off. They're all safe. They're all safe, and they're all going to the A main. So definitely a great race, and it's going to be interesting to see how the rest of the heats play out.
Oh yeah, without a doubt, that was only 1 heat. We still have 4 more. And speaking of that, let's go ahead and get to heat race number 2 here at Oswego Dirt for the 2024 edition of the Richard Hollywood Stapleton Shootout. Welcome back to Oswego Dirt, and we are back for heat race number 2 after that chaotic first heat. We are back for heat race number 2. Here are the 12 drivers. In this one, we have the defending event winner of Patrick Smith on the pole in the number 4. We have Matthew Hubert in the number 7. We have Andrew Williams in the number 13. Travis Crampton in the number 23. Igor Barreto in the number 24. And Abel in the number 30. Ryan Little in the number 33. David Dixon in the number 66. Ron Kennington in the number 67, On Miles in the number 75, Felix Mayer in the number 81, and then Roberto Crown Jr. rounds out the 12-car field in the number 89. And for the starting lineup, it will be Patrick Smith on the pole, Travis Crampton in second. In row 2, the number 89 with Roberto Crown Jr. and Ron Kennington. Row 3 will be the number 66. of David Dixon and the 81 of Felix Mayer. Rolling number 4 will be the number 13 of Andrew Williams and the 33 of Ryan Little. And then rolling number 5 will be the 75 of Owen Miles and the 7 of Matthew Hubert. And then rounding out the 12 drivers starting grid will be the number 24 of Igor Barreto and Aaron Abel. Heat race number 2 action. So far, the 1-for-1, Caleb. Who do you think will win Heat race number 2?
Oh, 1-for-1 so far in picks. Let's hopefully keep it going. I think I'm going to go with the number 23 of Travis Crampton to get it done here in heat number 2. You know, Crampton's got a strong track record with this event. But you know what? The car inside of him also has a pretty strong track record to this event. Patrick Smith. I have to see what these two can do here in this race. I know they'll definitely be very strong. But we'll just have to wait and see how it all plays out. But Travis Crampton's my pick here for heat number 2.
I believe Travis Crampton has made it into the A-Main the last 2 seasons. Can he go 3 in a row? Here is number 2 is Green, Smith, and Crampton on the front row. Great start from Patrick Smith on the inside lane. Here comes number 89, Roberto Crown Jr. making it not 3 wide, but going for the race to lead. Patrick Smith trying to whip the top side. He does. And he will lead lap number 1 of heat race number 2. The 89 in second. And how about, Wall Kennington? The 13 of Andrew Williams. Oh, man, that was close.
Oh, that got close. We're already banging doors here in heat number 2. When we seeing once again, we got a bunch of instances of 3 wide throughout the field. We're all gonna kind of sort it out for now. We're double file for the most part. Oh boy, it's not stopping him from being aggressive though. But honestly, you guys, find probably what Patrick Smith wants to see, because that's pretty much just letting him pull away here with the race lead.
A great start for last year's champion of this event. There's a little bit of bump in one. Here comes the 24 of Barreto, making it 3 wide for the 3rd position. Watch out for Aaron Abel. He started 12th in this one. And he's all the way inside the top half of the field. Contact between the 66 and the 89. That's David Dixon and Roberto Crown Jr. 3 wide all throughout this. Oh no, there goes the 66 up and over.
Oh no!
And there is flip number 2 for the week.
It had to boil over at some point.
Surprise that happened off of turn number 2, but a tough break for David Dixon, the number 13 of Andrew Williams, the 89 of Roberto Crown Jr. All of damage, and that's going to be huge for how this shapes up, as most likely the 89 and the 66 will probably have to go to the D main after that one. Well, welcome to Oswego, and welcome to Oswego Dirt. 2 flips in 3 days, and we might not be done yet. Let's see what happens if we have the first caution of the night, and first caution in heat race number 2. Well, here we go. This is about the first caution of the night, and first caution of heat race number 2, and it's not noticeable, but I think the 89 just misjudged it off turn number 2, and unfortunately turned the corner panel and hauled it into the outside wall. And David Dixon, welcome to the channel, running in, I believe, the West Series, but not many starts and goes for a wild wide, and then a little bit of contact between the 13 of Andrew Williams, and that sends the 6 into more barrel rolls. And a dizzy ride for David Dixon, and unfortunately, he's going to have to go to the D main, along with most likely the number 89 of Roberto Crown Jr. Tough break for the 3 cars involved here in the first crash of the night.
Now these guys were just racing so aggressively. Eventually something had to give, and unfortunately that give was the 66 of David Dixon getting into it with the 89 of Roberto Crown Jr., and the 66 just goes roof over wheels. And He goes flipping down the back straightaway here at Oswego. And unfortunately, like you said, that's probably going to send Dixon and possibly the 89 of Roberto Crown Jr. a one-way ticket to the D-main. So really, really unfortunate for everyone involved, really. But sometimes that's just what happens when you got a lot of that aggressive racing like that.
Oh yeah, without a doubt, and it's kind of odd that we had a crash off of turn 2. Normally it's off turn 4, but nevertheless, we'll see what happens on this restart. We are gonna have at least one car out. We'll see if the A9 continues, but we still have to figure out who gets into the A main, and let's find out on the restart with Patrick Smith, last year's winner, out front here in heat race number 2. Welcome back to Oswego, and we are down to 10 cars. Unfortunately, the number 89 of Roberto Crown Jr. had the damage glitch, and we had to remove him off the racetrack. He's going to go to the D-main, and along with the number 66 of David Dixon. But we still have 10 cars battling out for 5 spots, and right now, the top 5 will be Patrick Smith, Owen Miles, Aaron Abel, and Igor Barreto, who started in the last row, and then Travis Crampton rounds out the top 5. 10 laps in, 10 laps to go in heat race number 2. Bad restart from Travis Crampton. That's going to allow for Hubert to get to the inside, and he's going to try and do a slide job. Not quite, but he's going to take that 5th and final transfer spot away. And how about Aaron Abel start his shotgun on the field up to 3rd and he once more.
Oh boy, Abel's really going after it now. He's already got himself up into a spot to make the A main, but like you said, he's going for more here now, trying to get by the 75 of Owen Miles. Not quite able to do it quite yet. Also got the 24 of Igor Barreto right on the back bumper of the 30 as Travis Crampton tries to go back after the number 7 of Matthew Hubert, trying to keep his A main streak alive. Trying to pull a bit of a slider there. Not quite going to work out just yet. They're going to stay side by side for the time being. Hubert trying to rip it around the top. They're going to stay side by side down the back, but Crampton has a bit of a nose in front. He might be able to try and pull something off here in 3 and 4, and he's going to do just that.
A great slide job from the dirt guy himself, Travis Crampton. And Aaron Abel is going to go for the top 2. Remember, the top 2 make it into the Power Dash, and that no matter what happens, guarantees you a top 10 starting spot. It's going to take second and a dive. What a send. Almost took out the race leader right there. 5 laps to go. Miles trying to do a crossover. Top 4 under a blanket. Meanwhile, Crampton has a horse nest behind him of the number 33 of Ryan Little and Hubert. They make contact. I think we about had contact up ahead. So much action is happening, and 4 laps to go in Heat 2.
Man, oh man, Aaron Abel almost tried to go for a twofer back there. Almost got them both as Smith went a little wide there as well, but man, that got close, and these guys are absolutely going crazy. There's so much action pretty much about everywhere. We don't even really know where to look. Looks like it's starting to calm down a little bit, but Aaron Abel still trying to hound Patrick Smith for the race lead, and I don't really know if Travis Crampton can call himself safe just yet, as he's got the number 33 of Ryan Little right on his back bumper.
Oh, that's not good.
Oh, and he goes wide.
That is not what you want, but he's going to lift the cushion. Side by side for 3rd still. He's going to go wide again. Ryan Little to the inside. Oh, he's going to spin himself out. And Crampton. They're going to save it, keep it green. They do. White flag is out. Both of them are not going to make it.
And we're still side by side for the transfer spot. Felix Mayer.
Oh my goodness. Side by side for the transfer spot. Side by side for the race win.
Abel going for the lead.
It's going to be Patrick Smith. And for the final transfer
Smith
spot.
On. Felix Mayer. How about that?
Oh my goodness.
Wow.
The drama, the heat race drama. Whew. Wow. It looked like that Crampton was going to be in. Wyandotte tried a aggressive move, took himself out in Crampton. They both saved it. We kept it green. Leaves already crossed the white flag. And meanwhile, they were still side by side for that last transfer spot with Maynard and Hubert. And Felix Maynard is going to advance into the A main. And unfortunately for Travis Crampton, he's going to have to go to the B main when he was in the A main. That's a heartbreak, but Patrick Smith and Alan Abel will move on to the A main and the Power Dash. On Miles, Igor Barreto, and Felix Maynard will all be locked in as well to the A main. And then Hubert, Kennington, and Crampton will all be in the B main. And Wyandotte goes from battling to make it into the A to now he's going to have to do it all over again from the C to the B and then to the A. Tough break for Wyandotte. And unfortunately that damage for Andrew Williams just had him not be as fast as he once was. And that's going to do it for him here tonight. He's going to have to race his way from the C main. What a crazy last couple of laps. How do you describe what we just saw right there for Heat 2?
Wow. That's all I could really say. Goodness gracious. That was absolutely crazy. Yeah, a real heartbreaker there for Ryan Little and Travis Crampton. Both of them giving it their all. Unfortunately, Ryan Little just a little bit of a slip up there. Unfortunately, going to take himself out as well as the 23 of Crampton. I know Crampton's probably not going to be happy about that, but sometimes just the way the cookie crumbles here, and definitely crumbled in favor of Felix Mayer as they're going to make their way into the A main with all of that going on. Man, what a absolute great job there by Mayer. Taking advantage, being at the right place at the right time. That was just absolutely sensational from start to finish. What a heat. We're just 2 heats in, and we've already had enough action for 5.
Oh man, this is why I keep on doing this event the way that we do. Last year, the heats were crazy. The year before that, the heats were crazy, and we were just getting started. 2 heat races down, 3 more to go. Let's get to heat race number 3 here at Oswego Dirt. Welcome back to Oswego Speedway, and what a crazy first couple of heats. And now it's time for heat race number 3. Drivers in heat race number 3 are as follows: Ryan Dwyer in the number 2, Trey Barlow in the number 01, Bryce Egan in the 09, Eli Bright in the number 15, Pierre Maria in the number 28, William Ayers in the number 32, Kenneth Miller in the number 51, Chase Harris in the number 52, Skylar Taylor in the number 62, Logan Williams in the number 70, Nick Lopez in the number 82, and Tanner Pullen in the number 97. Speaking of the 97, Tanner Pullen starts on pole for heat race number 3, and it will be Kenneth Miller alongside Logan Williams and Chase Harris in mode 2, Bryce Egan and Pierre Maria in mode 3, Trey Barlow and the 82 of Nick Lopez in mode 4, and then in mode 5 it will be Ryan Dewani and the 32 of William Ayers, and right after the 12th drivers here in mode number 6 will be the number 62 of Skylar Taylor and the 15 shotgun on the field of Eli Bright. Well, so far the 1 for 2 on the pits. Caleb, who do you think will win heat race number 3?
Definitely will be hard telling, because after those first 2 heats, so the winner could pretty much probably back up from anywhere. So, but I think I'm going to go with my man, the number 52 of Chase Harris, to get it done here today. I hope I didn't jinx him there. I'm gonna stop it right there in case I do accidentally say something, but I think he can get it done here.
Have to see what Harris can do. Last year he was on the booth with me for these heat races. This year he is driving. Let's see what he can do. Heat race number 3 is underway with Tanner Pond and Kenneth Miller leading us to the green. A good jump once again from the inside, but how about Logan Williams with an even better jump in the number 70? The only event that he's taking part of, he was following 9. The Alka Series of Kenneth Miller about turns to number 70. And it will be Tanner Pond in lead lap number 1 in heat race number 3. Pond and Williams the top 2, Kenneth Miller in 3rd. Here comes Bryce Egan, one of the newcomers in the field. Gonna take a look to the inside of Logan Williams, but not quite. Here comes Trey Barlow as well. Look how you got Bright making it 4 wide in the back, and it wound up close to number 2. No caution. We are green. That is a tough break for the number 2 and the number 28.
Wow, that's a heartbreaker there for Ryan Durrani and P. Maria, already getting taken out here on lap number 2. Goodness gracious, aggression's already through the roof here early on. That's something we've not seen all night. They tried going 4 wide there through 3 and 4. 3 wide's already kind of sketchy enough, so no way 4 wide would work as Harris almost gets clipped there by the 32 of William Ayers. These guys are going absolutely crazy right now. But meanwhile, it's just smooth sailing out in front so far for that 97 of Tanner Park.
Tanner Pond, of course, did a great job last night in the Arca Series race. Dominated that one. Didn't quite get the race win, but definitely had some track time. And, well, here comes Eli Blight, the driver that made it 4 wide and took out 2 cars. He's going to now make it 3 wide for second. Of course, I think last year or the year before he had a scenario similar where he spun out but still made it into the A main. And now he's going to take that second spot away. And he's going to take it from Trey Barlow. These two know each other a little bit. How about William Ayers making some moves inside the top 5? Barely. Logan Williams on the outside looking in. Bryce Egan is the last one in, with Ayers making that spot. Oh man, what a crazy start.
And these guys are right on each other right now, bumper to bumper. Has got the number 51. Kenneth Miller trying to get the inside of the 70 of Logan Williams, right behind the outside of Bursty. That's the last car in the transfer spot, and they're nearly going 3 wide ahead of them. Boy, getting to halfway home here. Tanner Parton now, he's kind of got some company up there. Got the number 15 of Eli Bright trying to run him down once again. Starting to see that those guys starting on the last row of the grid. They're showing some speed here once again as Bright tries to hound down the 97 of Parton. He went a little bit wide there through turns 1 and 2 as Bryce Egan, meanwhile, trying to get to the inside of the number 32 of William Ayers, trying to potentially get himself a bit of a cushion.
A cushion is right, 3 wide behind. Egan trying to not rely on the 5th place spot. And he's going to do just that. Meanwhile, the 3 wide behind them, Chase Hills, Logan Williams, and Kenneth Miller battling really hard. And this is a battle for 6th spot. And whoever gets this spot, oh boy.
Oh boy.
Here comes Bryce Egan, though. He's not done. He wants another spot, and he's going to take 3rd away. These two have kind of checked out of Eli Blight and Tanner Pond the way that they are racing right now. These two will probably be in the dash. As, oh my goodness, Bryce Egan really sent it in 3 and 4. 8 laps to go, and it's anyone's race for the final 3 transfer spots. Fantastic stuff. Ramirez goes wide. Here comes Harris to the inside. Not gonna quite get there, as Harris is gonna try and challenge this number 32. This is the battle for the transfer spot. And right now, so far so good for the top 2. Bright side by side with Tanner Pun. And oh my goodness. 6 laps to go. Harris still trying to get into the show. just outside. These guys are slipping and sliding all over the place. Oh no!
Oh no, they wrecked for the lead!
You gotta be kidding me!
Oh, we're going 4-1 here! Oh my goodness, look out!
This might cause the locomotive's gonna back out. You guys will see that in the corner of the screen. We somehow went for the lead. The room is trying to lose some lane, and it's gonna work for him.
Wow! What a move!
What is
Absolutely
happening?
ripped to the outside wall there, and he's gonna hold on and chase Harris right now, holding the final transfer spot, but he's side by side with Bryce Egan. Meanwhile, all that's gonna give the 0-1 of Trey Bartow the lead, as now Harris trying to go side by side with the 32, looking to get himself a little bit of a cushion towards the A main, and they're side by side behind these two, between the 51 and the 09 of Egan. Coming to 2 to go this time by. It's not over
no.
yet. Oh, he clips it, but they keep it straight. Goodness gracious.
Oh my goodness, I think this is more chaos than what we had last year for the Heats. 1.5 laps to go. Harris all of a sudden is going to try and take second and get his way into... Oh no, what the...
Oh no! The Eli Bright had an issue!
I think Eli Boy had an issue of some kind. That's going to end the race 1 lap early. Eli Boy had an engine go sour.
Oh my goodness!
Oh my goodness. Well, I think Trey Bartow's good. Same with Chase Harris. William Ayers is in. And I believe...
Skylar Taylor!
Whew, and Bryce Egan as well.
Wow. Oh my goodness. And we thought it couldn't get any crazier.
Oh my goodness, these guys are stopped. Oh my god.
Whoa.
What a wacky, topsy-turvy heat race right there. Whew, what a finish. What a heat. And it'll be Barlow, Harris, Ayers, Taylor, and Egan into the A main. Pullen, Williams, Lopez into the B main. Peter Meyer and Wine in the C main. And then all of a sudden, Kenneth Miller and Eli Bright, who was going for the race lead at one point, let himself, was just fine, and ended up not fine, and he blew up. Oh my goodness. I cannot describe what we just saw. Caleb, what did we just see in Heat 3?
Chaos. That's all we could probably really describe what happened. Goodness gracious. Wow. Like I said, we didn't get any crazier from what we saw last heat, but this just proved it definitely can. Probably arguably crazier than the last one, and honestly kind of seems like the Heats have just been kind of ramping up in craziness as they go on. So at this rate, I don't even really want to know what's going to happen in the next 2 heats, but goodness gracious. Wow, what a like I said, what a crazy heat here. Heartbreaker for Tanner Parton, who dominated pretty much most of that race and just barely going to come up short there in the 6th position. And Eli Bright, who had a strong car fighting him for the race lead. They got together, tried to regroup it, unfortunately blew a valve. Really tough break for them, but nice win there for Trey Bartow, Chase Harris, William Ayers, Skylar Taylor. Didn't really talk about him all heat race and was able to kind of sneak by there through all the chaos and managed to get themselves up into the 4th position and up into the A main. So good stuff there for them. And then Bryce Egan also going to make their way up into the A main. So props to those guys. But man, what a crazy race.
That was the easiest heat win that Trey Ball will ever get. With the 2 leaders of Pullen and Bright wrecking each other out, and both of them were at 1-2, and they are both going to either go to the B main or the D main. What a crazy heat, and we still have 2 more to go. Let's get to heat race number 4 here at Oswego Well, after that chaotic heat race number 3, it's time for heat race number 4. The drivers in this one, we have Matthew Burnett, Evelyn McKenzie, BB Ruiz, Noah Clifton, Brandon Beal, Bruno Diacmo, Jordan Edwards, Dylan Matthews, Sam Oskin, Ronnie Hauger, Jay Rando, and Derek Hamill. And here is the top 10, here's the starting grid. For heat race number 4, we have Matthew Burnett in the number 1 and Sam Oskin in the number 72. Roll number 2, we have Evelyn McKenzie in the 04 and the 27 of Brandon Beal. Roll number 3, we have the number 74 of Ronnie Hauger and the 31 of Bruno Diacamo. Roll number 4, we have the 87 of Jay Rando, and alongside him is the number 39 of Jordan Edwards. Roll number 5 is the number 49 of Dylan Matthews and Derek Hamill. And rounding out the field, are two Joe Gibbs teammates of Noah Clifton in the number 20 and the number 18 shotgun in heat race number 4 of BB Ruiz. And so far it's gone back and forth for the pit scale, but who do you think will win heat race number 4?
I think we've kind of seen a trend so far of some of these guys starting on the last row of the grid being especially fast. Of course, there was Aaron Abel there in Heat 2 and Eli Bright there in Heat 3, so I think I'm going to go with someone towards the back of the grid here. I think I'm going to go with the number 20 of Noah Clifton to get it done here in Heat number 4, and that absolutely peak paint scheme as well.
A great paint scheme that Noah Pitt, GameStop Wipeout, 2011, if you know, you know. Great paint scheme, and we'll see what happens here. And we'll see if Heat 4 is as crazy as what we've seen so far, or if we finally calm down before Heat 5. Burnett and Oskin release the green. They are racing for Heat race number 4. Oh, great start from the 04 of Evelyn McKenzie. Oskin about got into the 04. Look at Jay Randall back here making 3 wide. And look at Noah Clifton already making a lot of moves on that number 1. McKenzie to the point. Oskin in 3rd. And Jay Randall making huge moves inside the top 5.
What a move there by Jay Randall on the inside of 3 wide. And a great fire off so far for Evelyn McKenzie, trying to stay side by side contact between the 74 and the 27 back here. Probably be around, the transfer spot is somewhere in this mess, I'll say that. I think right now it would probably be held by the 20 of Noah Clifton. Trying to hang on again. He's got his teammate right to the inside of him now. Got the number 18 of BB Ruiz trying to fight him for it. But up front, it's going to be the number 1 of Matthew Burnett holding on to the race lead for the time being. And we got some calamity going on back here as these guys fight for the transfer spot.
Great ones all over the place. Burnett, of course, he has a lot of laps already here this week. He was in the East Series season opener on Monday, was in the Angelo Arca race yesterday, and now he is coming in his heat here tonight. So he's one of those drivers that is ultra busy this week. And Ruiz is going to jump inside the top 5, same with Dylan Matthews, but Jay Randall's going to rip the top side. And so far, so good. Unfortunately for the number 20 of Noah Clifton, he was inside the top 5 for a moment, but not anymore. Now 20 fight for his life to stay inside the top 5. Transfer battle on the line between Randall and Matthews, and it will go to Matthews' Ruiz with a terrible 3 and 4. That's going to put him in a bad scenario as he might go from 4th to 5th. And how about the 74 new driver, first time on the channel, Ronnie Hauger in the 74 in the mix.
To see some of these drivers making some of their first starts here up in the mix, like Hauger there in the 74, trying to potentially go for a shot at the transfer spot. As 49 of Dylan Matthews, she's going to try to make her way up into the 4th position past BB Ruiz, and now Hauger trying to get to the inside of the 18, looking to try and get into that transfer spot. And you got Jay Rando and the 39 of Jordan Edwards right behind them. A lot of action here going on as back up towards the front. Evelyn McKenzie might have another. Try to have another shot at the one.
Oh no, in the back.
Oh, we got a spinner.
The caution is out. Bill gets dumped in the back. Well, tough break for Bill. I believe got turned by Bruno Giacomo, and we are gonna have a late heat race shootout on our hands.
Oh boy.
Tough break for Bill. Luckily, I don't think he has too much damage. Yeah, not that much damage at all. I don't even see any visual damage, so not too bad right there for Bill. Maybe a little bit of right side damage, but could have been a lot worse compared to what we've seen so far tonight. And it's going to be a wild week, so as of now, it will be Burnett, McKenzie, Oskin, Hauger, and Matthews, the top 5. And just outside, we got Jordan Edwards, BP Ruiz, and Jay Rando all in the mix as well. We got some big time drivers outside the top 5, but we will have a restart, and it's going to get wild. Let's go ahead and see what happened to Beal off of turn number 4 in heat race number 4. Going to follow this one time. Going to follow this one time. Here in 3 and 4, Bruno Giacomo just makes a mistake, and unfortunately turns Beal in the number 27. Goes for a slide, and honestly, that was the best case scenario for Beal. Just a little bit of a right side tap into the inside wall, and gonna be able to keep on going, and who knows, he could still make it into the A main. Gonna have to do it from 12 on the grid, but we've seen crazier things here tonight, so we'll see what that 20% Beal can do. It will be Matthew Burnett leading us back to the green, and we'll see what he can do on the restart late in heat race number 4. Welcome back to Oswego Speedway, and well, if you thought tonight's been a crazy night, how about a crazy late heat restart? 5 laps to go, and it's Burnett, McKenzie, Oskin, Hauger, and Matthews the top 5. Edwards, Ruiz, Rando, Clifton, and Hamill the top 10, and then Giacomo and Beal round out the 12 cars. 5 laps. Here we go. Who will make it in? Who will make it to the dash? And who will go to the B, C, and D? Back only 5 laps to go in heat race number 4.
Burnett slid up a little bit there in 1 and 2. Luckily, got a decent run off and able to stay ahead of the 04 for now, but not for long. Here comes McKenzie to the inside of Burnett, trying to take the race lead away, and meanwhile, back there, you got the 39 all over the back bumper of the 49, trying to take the transfer spot away. And we're double foul for the lead for 3rd and for the transfer spot here at heat race number 4. Race is not over yet. Coming to 3 laps to go this time by, and it's anybody's game right now.
How about these newcomers? McKenzie and Hauger about to be 1-2 here. Edwards is going to do a slide job and get clear of Dylan Matthews, and might get a couple more spots. Here we go, 2 laps to go. Hauger goes wide. Well, not wide, but McKenzie does. Burnett
almost
about made it 3 wide. And that might seal it for the transfer spot. But we got battles everywhere inside the top 6. White flags this time by it's Hauger. His first start on the channel. He's trying to win his way into the main. 3 wide. Look at Jordan Edwards out of nowhere. He was outside of it, and now he's inside and might get inside the top 2 and make it into the dash. Oh!
And he's gonna do it. Oh, Burnett nearly gets turned. The Hauger's gonna do it.
Whew. That might have been one of the more calmer heat races for the first 15 laps, but the last 5 got crazy. How about that? Whew. Ronnie Hauger is in the A main, and so is Evelyn McKenzie. Both of those drivers made the first start on the channel, and they're both going to be in the Power League Dash. Jordan Edwards in third, going to be in out of nowhere. Burnett in fourth, Oskin in fifth, and gets the last spot. And unfortunately for Dylan Matthews, she's going to have to go to the B main. Same with Jay Rando and BB Ruiz. And the C main is Giacomo and Clifton. Good to know that Heat 2 and Heat 4 of the pits were not good. And then Beal and Hamill will go to the D main. Oh man. 4 heat races down. 1 more to go, Caleb.
Just 1 more to go, and we'll have a good idea of who's going to be in our A main and who will be fighting to get into the A main. It'll be really interesting to see how the last heat goes. Exciting heat this one was, definitely a lot more straightforward than the last couple weeks. But a great win there for Ronnie Hauger and Evelyn McKenzie. They're both going to the Power 8 Dash, so great for them. And Jordan Edwards, Burnett, and Salmon Oskin are going to be going to the A main. So good stuff there for them. But still got 1 more heat left to go. Just have to wait and see how everything shakes out.
Oh yeah, definitely. In my opinion, all these heats have been great, but I think the Ram.Look machine, I think might have saved the most stats heat for the last one. Let's go ahead and get to heat race number 5 here for night 1 of the 2024 Richard Hollywood Stapleton Shootout. 4 heats down, 1 more heat to go, and well, this might be the most stat of them all. We might have saved the best for last, and gotta thank the RAM generator for this one, because that's how I decided, and we have a stats one. We have Nicholas Samadillo in the number 6, Angel Gutierrez in the number 9, Andrew Lumella in the number 03, Tron Anderson in the number 05, Bronson Minnick in the number 12, Eric Marco in the number 14, Chris Jericho in the number 16, Bradley Ream in the number 22, Benny Watson in the number 38, Elijah Gordon in the number 40, Wiley Spilley in the number 42, and then Keegan Thompson in the number 46. So, gonna be a really statsy. Got a lot of good names here in this one, and a couple, and they'll return to the channel here tonight. And we'll see how everything shakes out. We got Benny Watson on the pole for heat race number 5, and then alongside is the number 05 of John Andrews. That's JBL Cup Series owner and driver right there, oddly enough. Same with Dio and the number 40 of Elijah Gordon in row 2. Row 3 is Bradley Ream and Eric Monaco. Row number 4 is Andrew Miller and Angel Gutierrez in the number 9. Row number 5 is Bronson Minnick and the number 46 of Keegan Thompson. And rounding out the 12th cars in heat race number 5 is Chris Jericho and Wiley Spurley Tube. So, here we go. 5th and final heat. Caleb, so far you've been right, wrong with the pit so far. What do you think will happen with the 5th and final pick of the night?
Well, if we put on the thinking glasses and look at the trends, hopefully this pick will be trending in the right direction. We'll just have to wait and see, though. Hopefully it is, but we'll just have to wait and see. But I think I'm going to go with the number 40 of Elijah Gordon to get this one done here tonight. I like his starting spot. We'll just have to wait and see, though. Like I said, I think we got a stacked heat waiting for us here tonight. This one's going to be a lot of fun.
Absolutely, what a stat. Heat number 5, the grand finale of the heat races, is underway. Benny Watson, John Andrews, possibly the most stats heat of the night, is going for the 5th and final one of night number 1. Watson with a great jump, but here comes Mr. Edge, Nicholas Samadillo, someone that he knows very well. He's going to send it down into 3 and 4. Look at Bronson Minnick, look at Chris Jericho.
My goodness.
That was almost 3 wide, 3 rows deep right there in 3 and 4.
Wow. Goodness gracious. Yeah, we're starting to see just the talent that this group kind of has, and we're seeing some spectacular racing so far as we're 3 wide for the lead. Here comes the number 12, Bronson Minnick, looking to try and take the race lead away from the 6 of Nicholas Samanillo. And they're 3 wide behind is Bradley Ream trying to squeeze through on the inside. Benny Watson trying to rip the top side, and you got Elijah Gordon there in the middle. Goodness gracious, these guys are absolutely nose to tail right now. And now these guys are racing one slip up, and whole field might be evaporated.
Oh man, what a crazy start to this one. Koscielko made big moves all over the place. Moved Bradley Ream out of the way. Oh, Ben Watson, oh no!
Ream!
Speaking of Bradley Ream, up and over violently.
Oh my goodness.
There's flip number 3, I believe. And Benny Watson is all types of destroyed.
Man. Eric Monaco as well with some damage in 14. And I don't know if he got any damage, but Elijah Gordon there went right underneath the 22 of Ream. I don't know if he's got any damage or not. He looks okay.
Yeah, he looks clean for the number 40.
That definitely ought to be an interesting view.
Also, this is very hard to tell. We got the 42, 40, and the 46 all right here. That's just fantastic. Chemo sports, you know, just all right here. Tough break right there for Ben Watson and Bradley. Right when I was mentioning him about getting moved by Chris Jericho, Watson just got a great one up top. Ream tried blocking it, and he went for a wild second flip of the night. And, let's see what happened to bring out caution number 1 in heat race number 5. Well, we started off hot in heat number 5, and unfortunately, we had our third flip of the week. Bradley Ream tried clearing himself on Benny Watson, the pole sitter, and Watson was not going to have it. So, he got a 1 on the cushion and just turned Bradley Ream hard into the outside wall off of turn number 4. Elijah Gordon with a barely just a rectifying job right there. The 05's going to stop, and then the 22 is going to start the barrel roll, and a big hit right there off the ground for the 14, and sent the 22 into more barrel rolls, and just a violent flip for the number 22 of Bradley Ream. And unfortunately, that's going to take him to the D main for the number 22.
You're going to see right here, Bradley Ream maybe just a little bit too aggressive here. Tries to pull a slider on Benny Watson, but Watson just gets too big of a run on the outside. They get together. Ream goes flipping. Fortunately, nowhere for the 14 of Eric Monaco to go. Elijah Gordon pretty much had a way to go open up for him as he just barely snuck underneath the 22 of Bradley Ream. That was absolutely crazy there from the 40 of Elijah Gordon. And he'll live to try and fight for a spot on the A main. I think where he's running right now, he's got the last spot at the moment. Just have to wait and see how things go from here. But tough break there for everyone involved. Bradley Ream, Benny Watson, Eric Monaco. Fortunately, Bradley Ream going to get a one-way ticket to the D main. And probably one of these two is going to be joining him there. So, tough break for them.
Tough break without a doubt. Watson and Ream and Monaco, tough breaks for them. And let's go ahead and get back to the restart and see if that close call for the number 40 is going to be the moment that saves him and gets into the A main. Let's find out on the restart here in heat race number 5. Welcome back to Oswego Speedway for the 5th and final heat race, and unfortunately, Ben Watson's going to be out. He had the damage glitch, so he's going to be in the C main, and then Bradley Ream is out, and Eric Monaco is going to be out as well, so those two drivers will go to the D main, and it's going to be tough for these guys to make it, as you see Watson's still on pit road right there, but he should be out. It'll be Bronson Minnick, Nico Samadillo, Chris Jericho, the 42 of Wiley Spilly Tube, Elijah Gordon, the top 5 on the restart.
Pretty calm so far. The top 5 actually kind of separating themselves from the rest of the field as these guys kind of fight amongst themselves. But I'm kind of staying in a bit of a line right now, but as soon as I say that, I got the number 42 jumping out of line as Benny Watson coming back out onto the racetrack. I don't know what's going on there, but I'll tell you what's going on up here is Samadillo trying to go for the race lead. Making contact there with the 12 of Bronson Minnick. Luckily, they're going to keep it straight, and here comes the 42 of Riley Spurley-Tube to the inside, trying to take second away. And these guys back here are starting to try and catch up to the 40 of Elijah Gordon, who's trying to get by the 16 of Chris Jericho to get himself a bit of a buffer. All this right now is happening behind the 12 of, Bronson Minnick. He tries to pull away from the rest of the field while they battle it out behind him.
Bronson Minnick trying to hang on and lock himself into the A main. And we'll see if he can maintain that as here comes his JBL Cup Series Daytona 500 only driver. At the beginning of the year, he won the 500. As Gutierrez about to Chris Jericho for the final transfer spot. Jericho is the last one in. Gutierrez trying to take that from him. And here comes the 46 of Keegan Thompson. His long-awaited return to the channel, trying to make it into the A-main himself.
Here comes Elijah Gordon.
And remember the twins. This is the 5th heat race and the 5th pick. And the 1st, 3rd, and so far the 5th pick have been good for you. But we still have 4 laps to go. Bronson Minnick trying to hang on to win heat race number 5. Oh my goodness, Spurley Tube.
That was a crazy rally there on the outside by Riley Spurley Tube. Trying to hang on to 3rd and nearly going 3 wide there for 2nd as Samadillo is going to stick to the inside of the 42. And for the transfer spot, Angel Gutierrez has gotten by the 16 to Chris Jericho for the time being, but Jericho's still right on the back bumper of the 9 of Gutierrez. Gutierrez tried to shoot the middle there. We kind of had to check up there. Kind of got a little bit swirly there going into the corner, but is still right on the back bumper of the 42. Taking a peek down to the inside. Gutierrez is on rails right now, as he's trying to maybe now even get his way up into the 3rd.
And now Riley Spurley Tube is on the bubble in the 5th spot, and he has to deal with Chris Jericho. One of these two will make it into the A-main. How about Gutierrez? Gonna jump up to the 3rd position. Jericho side by side, not quite there. White flag, final lap. Jericho has to send it here in 3 and 4. He's closer, but does not get a great one on exit. It will be Bronson Minnick winning heat race number 5. And it will be Elijah Gordon advancing to the dash, and Angel Gutierrez, Nicholas Samadillo, and Wiley Spurley Tube advancing to the A main.
Oh man.
Things definitely got a lot calmer in the last 2, but they were still chaotic. What a 5th and final heat, and Bronson Minnick will advance straight to the A main. Fantastic stuff for the number 12 machine. Once he got to the race lead, he never took it away. He just kept it. So great job for the number 12. Gordon will join him in the A main powered dash race. And then Gutierrez, Samadillo, and Spurley Tube will all make it into A main. Jericho also close in 6th. Keegan Thompson and John Anders will all be in the B main. Animal and Benny Watson will be in the C main. And then Eric Marco and Bradley Ream will both be in the D main. What a final heat race. What a night here. All 5 heat races were absolutely wild and fantastic. 5 different heat winners. And we know the 10 drivers that are in the Power Dash, and that could be important, because with 30 cars, you might want to start inside the top 10. We just have to wait and see. But it's going to be a fun night tomorrow night as we go alphabet super racing for the D main, the C main, and the B main. Oh man, what a final heat right there. Caleb, what's the final thoughts from all 5 heat races here tonight for night 1 of the Richard Hollywood Stapleton Shootout?
What a fun set of races that we had here tonight. A lot of great racing all throughout. Of course, definitely a lot of chaos there sprinkled in. Might have overseas the second and third heat, but yeah, still, regardless of the fact, a lot of great racing here tonight, and definitely set a very good foundation for how the rest of these races are going to go. It's going to be a lot of fun to see how the rest of these races go, all leading up to the big event, A main. Gonna be a lot of fun to see how everything plays out. Can't wait to see how it all goes down. But man, this is gonna be a lot of fun.
Oh yeah, without a doubt. There's a reason why that this is now the 6th annual event, or 6th year in a row that we've done this event. But this year, I will admit I was split on either doing Oswego Dirt again or Outdoor. I think Oswego Dirt was angry at that thought and provided us with 5 crazy heat races. And we'll see what happens here tomorrow night. With night 2, we got the Power Dash with 10 cars and 10 laps, and then we have the D main 10 cars and 20 laps. Top 4 will advance to the C, and everyone else will go home. And then 14 cars in the C main, 35 laps, same thing. Top 4 advance to the B main. 5th on that go home, and then the 50 lap B main, 19 cars, and the top 5 will get the final 5 spots into the A main feature. It's gonna be fantastic. If you like night 1, stay tuned for night number 2 right here tomorrow night at the same time. Thanks for Caleb for joining me up here in the booth. Good luck to the Lord Driver on hopefully making it into the show, and the heat lineups, or not the heat lineups, the D, C, and B main lineups will be at the end of the video, along with the Power Dash lineup. So everything for tomorrow night will be at the end. But congratulations to all the heat race winners and everyone that made it into A main the easy way. But now tomorrow night, we go super racing for the D, C, and B mains. Eventually 5 spots will be filled, and we'll find out who will get those final 5. Thanks for Caleb for joining me up here in the booth. A crazy night of heat racing, and until tomorrow night, we will see you guys then. Bye.